Hello and welcome to our latest Mango video. This video is going to build on from our recent blog posts looking at training. My name is Jodie Reed from Penarth Management Limited and we are approved Mango partners. This video is going to look in particular at how to use Mango to help manage your training needs. In writing our series of blog posts, we looked at the need for training records, training matrices, and then in the final blog in the series so far, we also looked at providing a personnel specification and training needs analysis. All of these documents are separate, and we have given you access to a free training toolkit consisting of templates for all of those documents, should you wish to download them completely free of charge. And they might be a useful way of getting started, but as you grow, it starts to become unwieldy. So we started the blog series by looking at training records, and that's where we're going to start just now. We're going to take a look at one of our employees, and we're going to take a look at Charlie Foxtrot. He's a fire scene investigator in the fire scene investigation department. So there we go, we've got his department and his position. Now, across the top here, the topic that's of relevance for this video today is the topic of competency. And we can see that he's got a number of skills. He's got abrasive wheels, asbestos awareness, which have an expiry date. CSCS doesn't, but I happen to know there should be a 5-year period on that. So we'll take a look at that in a moment. He's got first aid. Now, all of those he's either got skilled or certificated. When we come down to this one, fire scene investigator awareness of, and this is a particular standard relating to fire scene investigation, he's marked as unskilled. Now that's because of the way we've set up the job roles, the positions, or the personnel specification if you think of our original blog posts. So if I take a look at the positions here and look specifically at fire scene investigator, the reason that the awareness of the standard came up as being unskilled is we've put it down as being a mandatory requirement. It's an essential requirement for that job. So the great thing is when we look at Charlie's records, we can see straight away he needs to have that skill set, but he hasn't yet done the job. Just whilst we're in this field, I'll also show you how easy it is to attach a copy of the job description, which we've based on the Code of Practice for Investigators of Fires and Explosions for the Criminal Justice Systems. So if I just switch screens for a moment. So when that document opens up, here it is. So it's really easy to keep all of your documents attached, so anything you've already got in the system doesn't get lost. But there we have full information. Back to Mango. When you deliver training to your employees, you've then got to update multiple training records, which can be time consuming. With Mango, it's easy. I'm going to give Charlie his fire scene investigation, and we'll pick on, there we go, let's just pick on a few people there. So we can easily add multiple employees to gain this qualification. We know it's a fire scene investigation qualification. There we go, we want awareness of the standard. We can say that it's skilled or certificated. I'm going to go with skilled. Completion date I'm going to put down as today. The assessor, I'm going to say that he's completed that externally. And it's as easy as that. If I now go and check the records for Charlie, we will see that his competency shows that this has now changed from unskilled to skilled. I didn't record any time, which is why it's gone down as 0. But it's very easy to amend that as well, or to go back in and subsequently attach copies of certificates. So this is the skill that we've just been looking at. I want to edit this and perhaps say that he's got certificate number FSI 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll attach a copy of his certificate. We can even record the cost of the course, which might be useful for cross-charging. I don't know what it's going to cost really, but let's put it in there and let's say it's a 1-day course. This is where we could attach copies of his individual certificates, so it's then all held We noticed when we were looking at Charlie's training record that in addition to these mandatory or essential skills, he's also completed his CSCS, but we also recognised that the skill hadn't automatically updated to show that it was a 5-year expiry date. That's easily fixed. We go into the skill, we'll click edit and go to the event schedule where we can enable the event and set the refresher requirement for once every 5 years. We'd like to be reminded every a couple of months beforehand, and probably repeating every couple of weeks so that it's often enough but not annoying. We're going to make me the owner of the event. And then if I don't get that job done, we're going to say that there'll be a notification going out to, oh yeah, I'll just put the first person in there. So if we click save. Now, if we go back into Charlie and take a look at his record here, we should see that his CSCS now correctly shows as expiring after 5 years. So it's automatically going to calculate that for us. And that will filter through into the whole events module as well. CSCS renewals now, because we've put a 5-year renewal period on it, we can see actually all of these people have expired CSCS certificates that need renewing now. But we could also have seen that information via a report in Human Resources. Here we can create a set of training reports, and it's as easy as deciding what information we need. So let's take a look at the employee, competency level, the skill next due, and we need the skill as well. I'm going to call this CSCS, and I'm just going to focus purely on that one skill. So here I go, I've got a nice list of names here, and I can also see who has been deemed as necessary to undertake that training and hasn't yet completed it. So all these people need to complete their CSCS test in order to renew their cards. We want to do a bigger report, looking at all of the skills, skill date completed, next due date. We can do that as well. So this is something that looks more akin to the Excel spreadsheet that is downloadable from our training toolkit, where we have all of the skills available across the top, all of the employees down the side. You can even export it to further manipulate within Excel. The file will appear down here. Hopefully this video has given you a flavour of how you can use Mango to help manage your training needs. Thank you for watching, and if you've got any further questions on using Mango to manage training, please do drop us a line.